What is happening, everybody? Welcome to RH After Dark, your place to get spicy. And tonight is going to be a device live stream. So we're going to be giving a first look, first impressions review. I don't know what you call it these days. I'm a YouTuber. I just work here. So we got the OneXPlayer Apex. All my Canadian YouTuber friends were like, dude, you've got to go and check out the Apex. And I'm like, Apex? That's crazy. Now, I touched this thing at CES a little bit, but I didn't really get hands-on beyond, a few minutes in the booth with OneXPlayer there. And so finally I said, all right, listen, we're gonna take a look at this thing. And the deal was I reached out to them, and this guy Beardy, who's a super cool dude, he put me in touch with them, and he's like, all right, they do a deal where they'll give reviewers like 30% off. So this was like $1,600 plus some tariffs in exchange for like a review. And so like we're gonna do this tonight. So I did pay for it with my own money, but I did get it at a discount. So I wanted to give that disclaimer. All opinions are my own, and they haven't seen this ahead of time. Just right now. This came with a eco stand.
Oh, I love those eco stands.
This little thing. Something heavy is in here. And a case. And Andrew separately sent me a deck of cards. That's a OneXPlayer deck of cards. So that's neither here nor there.
You know what's funny is I almost sent that same deck of cards to you.
Oh, now, come on, Robert.
I have the same deck of cards. I almost mailed that to you.
That's ridiculous. I would have had two deck. What am I going to do to get two deck of cards? I barely know any card games.
Double your deck.
Yeah, I'm going to get double decked if that happened. That's what's going to be the problem. Now... Oh, gosh. Well, we are, speaking of you, I'm joined by Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad. Welcome.
Hey, everyone.
Rob,
good to be here as always,
Now, Rob has a channel where he covers all this stuff, and he's much more well-versed on the high end of the X86 world. I've really been living my best life in the mid-range and looking at some of the high-end stuff. But this will be like the most powerful, beefiest handheld I've ever looked at on this YouTube channel. And so not only him, you've had it for a while, so you're going to give like your long-term kind of thoughts now.
Yeah, I've had it probably, I want to say like close to a month now, I think.
Nice. Okay.
I've had it for a while, yeah.
For a little bit. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm excited to hear your thoughts. And Mr. Michael Benny from the Retro Lunch YouTube channel. And as well, he's been studying up to help us out tonight. So between us, we're gonna take a crack at this thing.
PC handhelds are getting real interesting. Apocalypse or not, there's still some really interesting stuff coming out.
And it's been tough to get into this high-end stuff because the prices are going through the roof. Lenovo's recent price jack up to $2,000 for their Legion Go 2 just makes it tough to recommend and cover some of this stuff. But this one right here comes in at $2,300, so it's a little bit more even than the Legion Go 2, but you do get that Ryzen 395 plus Max AI plus.
Oh, for me, it's almost a no-brainer. Like if you were gonna drop $2,000 or plus on a handheld or any device, and that's what you were comparing between the Go 2 and this any day
is
of the
the
week.
one.
Yeah, the only thing I would say that would be a negative in the One X camp is that support is definitely concerning, and especially when you're dealing with electronics that cost this much money.
Right. Yeah. It's an investment for freaking sure. So you want to be sure this is what you want to get. And I'm really excited for this one. You know what? As I've been sitting here, now this has been sitting on my desk for 2 weeks now? I haven't touched it. I've been waiting for this stream.
That's impressive.
Well, it is. I may be impulsive in some ways, Rob, but if it's for the audience, it's worth waiting for. I wanted to give you guys the vicarious experience for those of you who may not buy this thing.
Yep. So I bought mine actually secondhand, so I didn't even get the full unsealing experience as well.
How much did you pay?
This is not e-waste.
What did I tell you? Like $1,900 at the time.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a pretty good deal at the time, even though it was probably more than what that person originally paid, since it was they probably got it from the early bird pricing, and that's like the big bummer. It sucks because I think early bird pricing on this was what, $1,700 or so.
Yeah, I think that's right. $1,699 was the early bird, right? And then we've seen some price increases. Now this is the 1 terabyte with 48 gigabytes of RAM in here, and they have higher SKUs, and it goes, I think, well past what, $3,000 if you want to go balls to the wall. You can also get the liquid cooled version, which for $60 more, and you can get it with the Frost Bay attachment to have that liquid cooling solution. I think for $2,500, yeah, $2,500 if you want the full package to be able to do liquid cooling. I'm not concerned with that myself. It's just a bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to add on a bunch of accessories. Okay, like I don't want to add a bunch of things. When I have a handheld, I really prefer it to be kind of all in one, so I don't need to lug stuff around. Now, supposedly, really the benefit of this is it's lighter weight because you can keep that external battery off. Because yes, it does have an external battery. If you didn't know that, if you want to use it unplugged. But I guess the move is, and Rob, you were telling me this, and a lot of the Canadian YouTubers were telling me this, is like, well, just don't use the battery. Just you're gonna use it with its
that's how I've been using. I mean, honestly, my battery,
I have lightweight without the battery.
So mine came with 2 batteries. I don't know if that's standard, but mine came with 2, so that was nice. But I have to be honest, I've had both batteries in their cases, and I just don't really use it. It's just not what I'm trying to do with it, at least for my situation. But having the option is nice, right? Because you can take that battery with you. If you have a second one, you can swap them out and things like that. But like as a portable device, I mean, this is a desktop PC right here, basically. I mean, this can replace your desktop PC.
You got your trigger locks on here too, which is good. Sorry, Michael, what were you saying?
So it's got full PC power, and I think that may be the benefit if you're even considering this as a docked PC, which it totally could be. Like, consider the Frostbay edition, just because that feels like a nice like docked setup. You dock it, you put in the Frostbay, you get the full power. But the interesting thing about this is that it's super lightweight. This is really good for couch gaming as long as you can run. And more specifically, I want to point out it has to be that barrel jack plug. So if you try to run USB to this, you will not get enough power. You want unlimited power. Really? You got to go barrel jack.
You got to go barrel. You can't push it with like 250 watts USB-C.
No, it's got to be
really.
So I don't know if we can show on camera. I'll show you what I do.
Yeah, let's look at yours, Rob.
Instead of like buying, like a 1X1 or a GPD one, I have this like Slim Q charger, and it's just basically available on Amazon, so it's easily readily available. Not that expensive in comparison to just buying an official one, but it has other ports on it as well, so it does the USB-C, but it also has that barrel jack connector that you would need for like the 1X or the GPD Win 5. So it's nice if you want to have like a setup where like you're in the living room or bedroom, you can buy a couple of these and just kind of have them set up everywhere, and this way you have the juice you need to run this handheld if you wanted to. So I've been doing this a lot, and I use it for other devices, so it's kind of like a nice thing,
Yeah, now the price is high, $2,300, but famously Nelly from Handhelds United said, like, if you had listened to me from the beginning, you could have got this for like $800 less and got yourself your weird little Android handheld too.
I know. I love how she's big. She's big on the Apex. Man.
That was savage,
and she doesn't hold back either. Nelly does go hard there. I'm just kind of. I didn't realize how lightweight it would be without the battery, or I briefly held it at CES, so and like this is very comfortable without the battery.
I love it without the battery. I mean, it is a very comfortable handheld. I mean, it just feels good, I mean, it's rounded where it needs to be. The grips are not like obnoxiously large, where if you have smaller hands, it won't be a bother. It's like it just feels perfectly balanced in every way. So it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm noticing that, man. And for people who want to know the specs that they're asking, I can't assume that all of you know what the Apex is. So this is a very high-performing X86 PC handheld. It's great for Steam games, great for emulation. I mean, really, whatever you want to do with it. It is a full-on computer here. If you can dock it and use it for your daily driver. And it has the same screen that we have in the MSI Claw 8, and that's going to be a 120 Hz VRR supported IPS display, and
it's the nice IPS, the good IPS. Like lack of OLED is maybe a little bit disappointing since it's supposed to be the apex of handhelds, but you're not going to be disappointed by the screen.
Right? Yeah, it is a beefy boy, and it has Harman Audio FX for those speakers. I'm excited to listen to the speakers. Now, speakers are a big thing for me, and the MSI Claw has usually been the GOAT for that. But recently,
and they are downfiring, so just keep
and they're
that in
down.
mind. Yes, which
They
is a
are
little bit of a
downfiring.
bummer because
All right.
considering the size of the device, I feel like they probably could have done something a little bit different there.
Yeah, we'll have to see, man, because the Asus ROG Ally X, and that's kind of like the high end handheld I tend to point people towards these days because it comes in at $1,000, and it so far doesn't have that giant price increase, and you're getting the power of the Z2 Extreme, which is very, very nice, and it'll get you going, but nothing really beats the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 here. You got 16 cores, 32 threads, Radeon 8060S RDNA 3.5 graphics, 5.1 gigahertz for its maximum boost clock. And I guess there's a little thing about the battery to talk about too. If you're running off battery, if you hit like 55 watts, I guess once you hit 55 watts, you're going to be getting some throttling. Apparently, they designed this on purpose like that to go ahead and give better stability and better regulatory your safety concerns they're trying to address that. And so they're saying, but they are going to make a more performant battery that lets you crank those TDPs without the throttling. That's being released in June. They're going to give that for free for anybody who actually bought this thing and got the old battery, which I believe the one I got now will have the first gen battery. If you bought a second battery separately, they haven't shipped that to you yet because they're waiting for the new one to be released, and they're just going to send you that new one as your second battery and still give you, I guess, a free primary battery, which is cool because I think there was a lot of backlash. I was reading in the community over that.
And that's fair. I mean, that is fair for what this costs. Yes. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I bought mine secondhand, so I'm probably SOL when it comes to those battery replacements. But, I knew what I was getting into.
Right.
It's selling well, though. The goal hopefully is that if it sells well enough, you will still be able to, they'll still be producing batteries.
Yeah.
We're not in battery crisis mode. We're in RAM and storage crisis mode.
Right. And so the battery might be an affordable thing here right now because they're saying, yeah, they're going to eat the cost for it. And so, I mean,
it's
that's
the right thing to do, though.
It is, and not something you always see. And so I think I was looking at the solution today. I was asking the 1X team, like, what are you guys going to do for this battery situation? And they pointed me to their announcement basically and said, here's what we're doing. And I said, okay, all right, that's fair. As long as people get the battery they want. Me, myself, I'm okay with a little less TDP power because I will prioritize safety when it comes to batteries. So
that's the way I figured too. Like, if I was going to grab that battery and go out of the house and start doing like full-blown portable gaming, I'd probably just keep it under 50 watts. That's the thing, so.
Right.
Believe me, there's a lot you can run under 50 watts on this thing. I mean, everything can run on this thing for under 50 watts. That's the crazy thing.
Well, and then you plug it in and juice it at that point, and then you're really pushing it and getting everything you can out of it. So I'm excited. Okay, so we covered the main. That's kind of the brief overview. If we want to dive in deeper, we can later. But let's just take a look at this as far as ergonomics and button perspectives here. So the D-pad is a clicky. It's a clicky style micro switch feeling D-pad, and it's kind of like purple, which is nice, and that feels good. The pivot feels very accurate. The joysticks feel good. These probably pop off, right? Do they not? Do they? I don't want to break it.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. Yeah, okay. I don't think they pop off.
I personally have not popped anything off that. So
pop, lock, and drop it, Rob. We also
that's not the type of pop and locking I'm usually doing.
No,
I did that with the GameSir GA controller.
No, oh yeah, not here. We're not going to be doing that. So we also have micro switch style face buttons, which are also kind of purple accented, which is gorgeous looking. I like that, and those feel really good. You have quiet clicky L1 R1 and L2 R2 are the right trigger and left trigger shoulder buttons there. And let's what am I doing here? Just leave that alone for now. Autofocus going to do what it's going to do. Taking a look at the top here, we have full USB-A right on top. You don't see that all the time on handhelds these days. You have your barrel jack there, USB-C up top. And these joysticks, are these TMR joysticks, Rob? Do you know?
I actually don't know. That's
Need
the
to
funny
look.
part. I
I
haven't.
love these purple accents, man.
They're great full size joysticks. I'll tell you that
What's
much.
up
Let
here?
me look it up real quick. I forget. I was very deep into the specs when I purchased it, not so much now. Now I just enjoy it.
So what? This must be where the battery attaches. Then.
Oh, this is definitely not the
They're
English
they're
website.
Hall effect, but they're not tunnel magno resistance.
Okay.
So Hall effect is
do-
fine.
There's
If
not-
I'm spending
there's
that
nothing wrong
much,
with that, yeah.
you don't want stick drift. I'm also reading that apparently the caps do come off, although they said just be very careful with them.
Okay. So I'm not going to push it there right now. You do have two of the M1 and M2 buttons there. Looks like you have this for the battery, which is like a little rubber stopper. So we'll take that out because we'll put the battery on in a second. So you got the back here. You got the intake fans, the exit fans, USB-C on bottom. You have micro SD on bottom, as well as this is something unique that I don't hardly ever see. I don't think I've seen this in any of the handhelds we've covered. Is that it has actually a spare. It has a spare SSD port for a very. It looks like a proprietary SSD.
It's the mini SSD, same
Mini
one that the
SSD.
Win 5 uses. Yeah. So
Okay,
you
okay,
could on the
same-
fly add
right.
some significant storage there and fast storage too. At that.
It's fast too, yeah. That's the
Yeah.
big
Because
point
the-
of it, it's fast.
The Win 5 is the other player on the block
Yep.
here with the 395. I also, of course,
Yep,
have
and-
the Asus Flow Z13, which has this chipset.
Yeah, try and chat has the full name if anyone was curious. It's the ByWin
ByWin.
mini, mini SSD,
And that's
which is really
terabyte.
nice. I'm not gonna buy one right now until storage prices come down, but
Did
just
you-
to
did
have
you
that
s-
option is awesome.
Did you say you're not going to buy Win right now?
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Oh, you said it. I just heard it. Micro SD card slot there. And that's kind of what you got in the bottom of the speakers, of course. So cool, man. This is good. And you got, looks like a fingerprint reader up top, 3.5 headphone out, volume up and down. Now let's take a quick old listen to the sounds. of the
USB-A,
buttons.
I just want to point out USB-A and headphone jack. I appreciate that they're not giving up on this stuff.
I love that it has USB-A.
Very quiet for micro switch
Mm-hmm.
buttons, which I appreciate.
The D-pad, the face buttons feel
No,
really nice.
They do, and the joysticks have that
sticks
nice
feel good.
concave
Yep.
feel. So like the
Yeah.
feel of the sticks, the rubber on the sticks feels real nice. The coating on the
I
handle
love the
itself
coating.
is a
It's-
matte coating, but it's
Yep.
it's not. I thought it'd be fingerprinty, but
No,
it's actually
it's just
not.
like the One X Fly. So the One X
Yeah,
Fly
it's
had
not
that same
fingerprinty,
treatment.
which is cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's really nice.
All right, let's take a look here. So this must be the battery.
So I saw Quad mention the triggers that feel good, and they do feel good. But my only complaint about the triggers is the lock. I don't really care for the trigger lock that much. Just the mechanism's a little bit tricky to get going.
I like that the battery has its own kickstand, which acts
It makes
as a
sense though,
kickstand for the
because
handheld.
if you were to prop
Why
it,
not?
yeah, exactly. Yep.
The device
Yep.
doesn't have one. The
Which is
device
actually
itself doesn't have one.
nicer than the Win 5. I'll
like-
give them credit for that. They thought about that.
Looks like this kind of pops in right at the top there, and then snaps in down below.
I'd say the one downside to being on the
it snaps right
battery
in.
and not the device itself is that if you're doing the barrel jack and like sitting on the couch, you can't like lean it up against your chest that easily or like lay it on your chest. You like need to have the battery plugged in, which reduces the comfort of the weight
Yeah, it's a
loss.
belly stand.
Belly stand, yeah.
I need to work on my belly then. I'm going the opposite direction. I'm trying to lose the belly, not get a bigger belly.
Same. I'm kind of working on that. In the meantime, I got my Rob Oh No shirt on, available in the merch
Oh,
store.
we just saw a little glimpse of that in the reflection there.
Heck yes. You also got a case here. I'm just gonna tear this open like a maniac. I'm not gonna dare take it with the X-Acto knife.
Yeah, the case is nice too. It's actually also got some little clever things to it.
Ooh, little
Your
lanyard there.
Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
if you see in the bottom there, there's actually a space for you to put
Or
the
the
the battery. Yeah.
So wait, you can actually put it away with the battery,
battery
still
in there.
attached? Oh,
Mhm.
now that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's real nice. Okay, so you just pop it right in. Close it. Oh, that's nice fit. Okay, that's form fitted. As I wrestle with plastic. course, Andrew sent me these playing cards. Speaking of Andrew, here he is. Hello,
It's
sir.
a steamy
What's going
deck
on,
of
man?
cards.
What's going on, guys?
Yo,
Andrew.
Andrew.
We're just playing with some
Man.
expensive handhelds here.
Hell yeah, brother.
I wanted to get the Win 5 to compare today, but I realized maybe spending $3,000 or whatever, $4,000 total to get these over. I'm like, maybe not. I don't even have a Legion Go 2 right now because it's just the pricing
Well, you guys
is
know,
crazy
yeah.
right now.
I mean,
you know?
I purged a lot of my other stuff, so I kind of went all in on this guy.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be a joker.
I'm gonna mail you my pack too. Don't worry, Stubbs. I feel like you're looking a little light there in the deck.
Well, I don't want to be a jack of all trades here and a master of none. I want to be a master of one. So maybe the one high-end handheld is what we need.
You'll always be an ace in my book.
Oh, thank you for continuing the dad puns. I really appreciate that.
Andrew's about to leave because of that.
Yeah. No, he'll leave if I get that djembe out. I'm not even daring right now.
Don't
So
do
here's
it.
something's in here. This is a heavy case. Is this a second battery? What is this?
No, it's their crazy
is the-
block, their power block.
They have a case just for the. They have a separate dedicated case
Yeah.
just for the power brick.
Yeah, I don't like their
Wow.
power brick. I actually like
No?
the Slim Q one much more. It's very heavy, and in some of my outlets, it actually will just come out of it.
So I'll have to link below the one that you got, Rob. That looked so much better because you get the extra. Well, this one you get a USB-C and
Yeah.
a USB-A
Yeah,
on
you
as
do.
well.
You do.
But
You do. And again, this one can be used for higher end handhelds as well because it has that dedicated connector.
okay,
Just
Yeah,
don't
so
plug it in and run the hairdryer at the same time. You will blow a fuse.
get that in.
Yeah, and then this one, there should be like a tether cable too, so you could have it like not directly plugged into the wall. You could use like a tether. So that's nice too. Yeah,
Well, that's kind of cool. I
Yeah.
mean, it is very
it's big. It's
premium. It's
bulky.
it's huge.
It's definitely. I mean, it has
Big,
to be.
big.
Like I would hope that power supply is somewhat decent just because of what it has to power there.
Yeah. Now I hope.
This is gonna fry his mini PC.
yeah.
That's fine. It's gonna replace this stupid mini PC.
I'm really glad you joined, Andrew. Thank you. That was a good.
That was the perfect comment.
So before we turn it on, and once I don't want to wait too long. I want to get into that dopamine hits for the audience and look at the shiny colors and all that. But just real quick, something similar size-wise, anyways. This is rocking the Intel 258V chipset. This is the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. And this has kind of been one of the GOATs as far as has the same screen, for instance, of the 8-inch handhelds. And it's nice to have a screen with 8 inches for us aging eyeballs. However, the most comfortable handheld, I have to say, probably either of Asus's brand new ROG Ally Xbox Allies, the base model, and the higher end X. And I was going to say that, MSI classically has had the best speakers for me, but actually Asus really came around with this new line. They got two front firing, really nice, bassy, clear, crisp speakers. So I love these things. Problem with this one is, it is a 7-inch display, so you're losing a little bit of that screen real estate, which is just like, for some people, it's like, I'm probably going to choose an 8-inch option.
We should talk about the new feature that the X got. I think it was announced like today or something later.
The auto FSR.
Auto FSR, yes. Also, they make a 7-inch. You know that MSI makes a 7-inch of their new Gen 258.
That's Mike from Team Retro's favorite.
Yeah, this one's really good, man. It's probably my favorite Claw overall of the Claw line. Yeah, I love the 8, but it's not as the 8's not comfortable. Like this is so much more comfortable than the Claw 8.
Mm-hmm.
But
how about the
next
A8?
one,
Isn't the A8 just the?
Oh, the A8 is another one. Now I wasn't a big fan of the A8.
I'm not either.
It's just blocky and blah, blah, blah. But it is an AMD chipset, which I appreciate. So here's kind of like the best of all worlds, like the all-around budget. Well, it was budget kind of value. If you get the Z2 model,
I mean, the Z2 Go for $900 seems like a decent deal.
Right, yeah, for I guess $900, but Lenovo jacked up this one. This previously was around $500, $600, $700 even for this. This is the Z1E. Awesome, has SteamOS built right on, so you boot it up, play your games. This is the Lenovo Legion Go S, and this is generally the recommend for x86. I think we even voted best x86 of 2025 for our Christmas.
I do really like the Go S. The Go S
stream.
and the Apex have
There's
a
similar
lot of
ergo.
similarities. Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
So good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Similar kind of weight when this doesn't have
I
a
will give the
battery.
nod to the I like the face buttons more on the Apex and the D-pad as well. I just like that very soft clickiness. I love that.
I am very thankful that I didn't need to go and plug this in for it to power up. The battery was able to do it. You know, when you first get a PC or PC handheld, oftentimes you got to plug it in once to get it to boot up for the first time.
A lot of times they're in that deep sleep mode too, just to protect the battery from turning on and things like that.
This thing is very premium feeling.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
nice.
realize.
One X has never really made it that cheap feeling hand. Like everything they produced always feels like it's been high quality.
Yeah,
Which, again, for the price, it better be.
well, I wasn't sure because, you know, I didn't keep the OneXPlayer 2, which is one I reviewed a long time ago, because I don't know, that one didn't feel as good to me, but this one they've really come around on, and I loved the One X Fly. It was a little small for my hands, though, but I still really appreciated it for what it was, the classic cream cake edition.
The One X Fly was my prior favorite handheld of One X players.
Jordan saying, sell all of your PC handhelds and just get the
I mean,
Apex.
that's kind of what I did. I actually got rid of my Xbox Ally X and
What?
I got rid of,
It's
I got rid
Really?
of. Yeah, you remember I did my X86 purge. I got rid of a lot of the stuff. I'm like, this handheld does everything for me that I needed to. You know,
it's a multi-purpose device. You could do
Yeah.
so much Excel on
Yeah.
this. You do
I
all
know,
rows
right?
and macros.
No,
now
now
calm
Michael
down,
Benny.
calm down. We all know Win 600 is the best at Excel.
I know that it's the best.
And it's got a USB-A port as well.
There we go. Of course.
The Anbernic Win 600 is the Excel champion, okay?
And how about that dedicated keyboard?
on.
I mean, it's got a
Come
keyboard
on.
button.
It
It's
has
got
a keyboard
a
button.
Yeah, I mean, it's got lots of good things going for it.
That's the AMD Athlon. I don't remember the chip name now. 3050E. That is the chip name.
I'm not
Remember
gonna
the
lie,
I like Matt Davis's comment.
dedicated keyboard button.
You only need an Apex and a libretto.
Oh, Apex.
You know, this is
libretto.
funny because the Apex is basically the libretto of back then.
But problem with these smaller Windows handhelds is the screens are very small. You know, at that point, it's like, man, get an Android handheld with all the developments right now as far as the FX layer goes and PC emulation. Like, just lean that direction if you're going to go small.
Yeah, I mean, like
Save
I would
some
never
money.
like. This is not something I'm going to run out and tell someone like you have to buy this thing. You need to own one of these. And like, no, I know this is an absolutely crazy handheld.
Right.
It's probably beyond even just ridiculous. It's just beyond that whole level.
Dual
But it is the top.
stage triggers.
Like I can't think of another PC handheld. Like there's other ones with the HX was a 395 like Max AI, but this to me feels like of that crop. This one feels like the best one.
This chipset is just unbelievable, and I think it's going to age incredibly well, especially given the situation with everything going on right now. I mean, even AMD is not rushing out to kind of follow up to this because they don't really need to. It's still the best in its class.
Speaking
It's
of
got the-
best in it,
Good.
sorry, Michael. I was saying, speaking of best in its class, Rob, would you want to go full screen with yours? It's going to
Sure.
take a while to set up my unit here, so I just figure, like, let's show people this thing in action, and I can ooh and ah as I wait
I
for
got
mine.
Pragmata on the screen here, and so I'm at 40 watts right now, and you can see I'm getting over 60 frames per second. Let's check out my settings here. I'm pretty sure this is all turned up high right now. Oops.
Have you had any issues with throttling on yours?
No. Right now, I don't have a battery in though, so we won't have that issue.
Okay.
And you'll see temps too. It's about, 63 degrees Celsius. Again, at 40 watts. And I mean, this game is not a light game to run, especially when you turn up all those settings. So right now, I'm not using any upscaling tech. No dynamic resolution, none of that stuff. No frame generation. Everything else is set to high.
Really?
Yep, and we're over 60 frames per second with that. So you
They call
could
it
push
AI
frames
Max.
even beyond that if you start using up all the other stuff.
So
They call it AI Max, but you don't need the AI.
is there other reasons why you ditched all of your other X86 PC handhelds for this? Like, is it just the power
Because
alone, or is there other aspects, or
it's
what's going on?
Yeah, because the way I see it is on the power side, right? If I want to run games like this, for example, there's always going to be a little bit of a limitation. You're giving up something on those devices. Whereas for this, I mean, I'm literally maxed out on settings, and I have still headroom to give on this game. And that's the kind of the thing for me. I mean, this thing is good for a long time to come, I think, you know, and it's just, again, I like the way it feels. It's a really nice form factor. The screen is the right size for me. So it has a lot of things going for me. Like, you know, there's things I like about it a lot. And I figured, you know what? Sell off 2 premium handhelds and I'm good to go. And I haven't missed my X. I haven't missed my what did I sell? My MSI as well. So I'm like, I haven't missed those handhelds. I don't need them, you know?
For game trends, is this the year where we starting the trend of main character with little girl on his back? Saw it in Donkey Kong. At first, I saw this at first. I'm like, man, the DLC for Donkey Kong got real
That's
weird.
actually that's hilarious. Let me see if I can turn the brightness
You think
up.
that, and some people stay away from Android handhelds entirely. I know, like the Handhelds United crew, they stay. Or sorry, did I say
Not all of
Android handhelds? Yeah. Some of them I know. Like, I think Nellie's one. She's not big into the Android handhelds because this fills all your needs for the most part, unless you need to play Android games from the
You
Play
can play
Store or
BlueStacks.
something. Well, you could do you're right, BlueStacks. You could totally do on here if you really need it. I suppose this could be your all-in-one everything. You know,
That gets into a whole discussion of multi-purpose devices. Like for years, my Steam Deck was my multi-purpose device because you could install Windows on it. It running the Steam Deck. You could do emulation. It was a little bit of everything. And then I discovered your channel, and then I decided I need to have all the handhelds, and the multi-purpose device idea just went away.
I'm sorry about that, and also thank you for supporting.
So one thing I was talking about before was the trigger locks, which drive me crazy. I can never undo them when I'm holding it like this, so I have to like actually physically go and then unlock them that way. So that's much better. Yeah, there we go.
The other thing too is if you install like Bazzite or something,
Yeah.
or just SteamOS, you can use Wageroid if you want Android apps.
Ooh. Is that easy to run and easy to set up?
As far as I know, I haven't messed with it in a while, but
I haven't
I've heard that it's been getting better. Like more, not, I don't know if mainstream's the right word, but it's been easier. I've been reading that it's been easier to deal with.
You could, but should you?
I mean, I'd choose Wageroid over BlueStacks.
Okay, that's fair. BlueStacks was actually pretty terrible.
I'll
But,
have
I was
to-
inspired
It's
by it.
solid. It's if you're running Windows and you just want to try out Android apps, it's great for that. It really is, but it's so resource heavy.
Yikes.
Like for good reason, but still, like it's not, because WSA is not a thing anymore. Although
It's so hard to
it
play
is.
games
Yeah.
like at this angle.
Well, I know it's always tough how we to game during our live streams. I always
Let's go
want
to-
to, but it's painful.
I'll ask you a question about this, like how people may have different preferences, but like for PC handhelds, have you graduated into the 8-inch space? Like at this point, for a PC handheld, is 7-inch just not doing it anymore?
Yes, I've started to realize, like over the past few years, I realized that I really do appreciate the extra inch on for like Windows or x86 in general. It's just nice
Yeah, I
having
mean-
it, especially for the kind of games you're playing. Like like on a game like this too, like you want to take in the world and see the details and things like that.
Right. And you know, there's just a lot you can do with just that one little extra inch.
hell do I
There's
go?
so much you can do as we talk about a lot. And I'm serious. I'm not, you know, I know we're all, well, we're 15 years old
Children,
forever,
yeah.
but and that'll never change, of course. It's just not in our makeup. But it really does make this difference.
I'm
I
wondering
hate
about
to
this.
I hate to say it, but like because I love these 7-inch devices I have, man. I love my 7-inch Claw and my 7-inch Ally, and it's tough, but I gotta admit, the extra inch.
Once you go to
really
7
looks
inches, it's not pocketable anyways. You're carrying it anyway. So with 7-inch and 8-inch,
That's the other thing
ability
too.
cares.
Yes, I agree with that.
Well,
I'm wondering about
sorry, Michael.
Good.
Yeah.
I was
No,
talking about
you go.
escalation because we're going like 8-inch at some point. Like nine. Well, I think was it the wasn't there a 9-inch handheld too, which is getting some popularity? Was it the tablet?
3D? Was that?
Maybe it was
No,
one 3D.
was it Ioneos?
Is it
The next
it,
two?
Yeah, the next two. That's the one that has the Astra display,
Yeah.
Oh, so OLED.
which is
huh?
But it's got
8.9, right? Or like it's 9 inches, I guess. Yeah, it's 9 inches.
temporarily canceled.
Yeah, it's
I
canceled.
remember
It's
mocking.
canceled.
I remember mocking Clef because he actually got that TJD 10-inch. Because like, oh man, that thing is hilarious. Look at that. And now you're looking like, oh, maybe.
I think GG's got it right in chat there. Good. Oh,
There you go. Thank you, Gigi.
Oh,
I knew it was like some weird 9-inch. It was like 9.06. Yep.
And here's the thing, is that if you're going to be spending upwards of $2,000, one thing that Lenovo has here is you're going to get their OLED display. And so Ioneo, now I really have a tough time with Ioneo devices, especially the Windows devices. When I bought a few of them, it seems like half the time I'm either doing a warranty claim or just something fails eventually. So I'm a little wary, even though it looks beautiful and it maxes out the TSA limits, like 99 watt-hour battery, or maybe even more than that, if I recall. But you are getting a 9-inch OLED display.
Yeah, there
with
you go.
the 395.
116 watt hour.
It's
Well, right now, you're not getting anything.
That's correct.
right. That's right. They're delaying this, but it's on paper. On paper, Ioneo's Next 2 does look like, the new GOAT. As long as they build it with quality, and their Q&A is just, it's got to be rock solid. Because even devices they're shipping right now, like the 8 Elite Snapdragon chip that we see in the Pocket Fit, that's DOA. Many of those devices are showing up DOA, so people are having to mail them back to Ioneo to get them repaired, or they're needing to do trickle charge, and they can kind of bring it back to life. And it just doesn't inspire confidence, no matter how beautiful this looks. And trust me, I'm somebody who loved the Ioneo Kun. Like, that was a nice 8.4-inch handheld.
I mean, I was sweating about this handheld. It's
Right.
not like I can just go in Amazon and return it. Look, whatever you want to say about Asus and some of the other companies. I mean, at least you got some level of support there. I mean, there is something there compared to some of the Chinese brands and what they've done. So you do get a little worried about that for sure.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Ioneo definitely has a lot to prove. I mean, I think out of the three, I want to say GPD is the best out of those three if you're looking for one of these in terms of support, but I can't say because I haven't actually had to deal with any of them directly myself. So
I've dealt with them directly, and now they do follow through for the most part, and you are going to get your warranty claim, or they'll get you taken care of more or less after some shenanigans. But I just hate to have to ship stuff back to China. It's a pain.
Jordan
and you
has an
wait
interesting
forever.
point in the chat. Apparently, Amazon has the Apex now. No, I'm looking to see
that's
this how
nice.
Yes,
the price is, but that is for support. Like, that seems convenient.
They do, and Andrew was awesome enough to provide a link for that. So it's in the description. You can get it from Amazon right now. You can get it for, I think, at the same price even as direct from OneXPlayer. I don't know if you got the free Eco Stand.
I haven't checked today, but last I checked, it was the same price.
Okay, cool. And I don't know if you get the free case and Eco Stand if you do Amazon or not, but you also can get it from Droix. Droix, we have that in the description if you want to look at that. And yeah, this one I bought direct from OneXPlayer, and it took maybe a week and a half to ship. It did not take long to get here, which was nice. And the tariffs weren't crazy, $1,600. I think the tariffs were under $100. It's like $90 or something. And so, you do still contend with that, which it's neither here nor there. So maybe it's better to buy from Amazon, skip any sort of import fees, and you have that return policy, which makes it so much easier.
Just peace of mind. Just the idea of, like, I'm not going to be able to send this back to China and then hope that I actually get my money back.
Right. And there's the other thing, too, is before I got this, I decided I can only afford to get one. I can't even afford to get one, mind you. But this is on like a payment plan to even do this review today, which is silly. But hey, You know, it's technically a review unit, I guess. So the thing about that is that I wanted to get the GPD 5 first. I played with that. I played with the carry column from the Fox when we were at CES. I messed around with his, and awesome handheld. Also an external battery, which I had a hard time getting on board with. It's a little smaller, but it's still, I think, 7 inches. But I wanted to get Andrew's opinion because Andrew, you were just fawning over the GPD 5 so much so that I was like, wasn't sure if I should get this or that, and I went with this in the end because the Canadian tubers were like, you just get the Apex. And then Rob was like, just get the Apex. So why would one get the Win 5, in your opinion?
If you like the smaller form factor.
A little more compact.
Yeah, I mean, what is it, a 7-inch screen?
Right.
I mean, it's the same power. You're probably limited. So I stopped looking into these things because it just, prices are just so astronomical now.
Made you depressed a bit?
No.
It sucks.
It
does suck because I
had high hopes for it. All started, I wanted the Legion Go 2. That was like my unicorn for last year, whenever the hell it was announced. And then they said that it was like the Z2E version was like 15, 12. It's like it was more than what I expected, and like that, it just snowballed from there. And then like GPD and OneXPlayer have been forced to make their prices go up. So
thank you, Michael Benny. You're on the screen with me for your super chat. Thank you.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, it is a crazy time.
Come on, it's
suit. This is awesome.
No, I mean the price of these are insane.
I love.
Like I actually understand why Rob said like I really like for both the cost of this, like there should only be one because these things are expensive.
Right. It's like pretty much to afford this, I need to sell a lot of my X86 handhelds. And Nelly had a great short I saw as well from the Handhelds United crew. She's at Gaming Repairs on YouTube, her channel. It was something with Too Loud where she was like basically. What was that? You shared it, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. That was so
like,
funny.
She's like, just say you're poor.
If you're broke, just say so.
Just say so. Yeah. If
Just
you're broke,
say so.
just say so. You know? And it's like, oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, you know, I could argue that too and say it's also not necessarily being poor, but maybe, you know, you have a little better sense than that. You know? For some, it's like, okay, you know, I just want a portable that can play my games. I don't need to max everything out. And, you know, hey, there are plenty of options that won't cost $2,000 plus. So, you know, I get it. You could look at it from both ways.
This has got a lifetime. I would make this joke all the time with Jedi because it's like, okay, you don't want to buy the Legion Go 2 for $1,700. Tell me right now that you don't own $1,700 like Android and like Linux based.
Oh, now you're
Just
right.
saying.
I have multiples even of some of them. Why? Because I'm have a sickness. Okay, and the only cure is more handhelds, but not for some reason. It's the having one handheld that costs as much as my, you know, dozens of smaller, cheaper handhelds. Something about the psychology of that, I don't know. There's probably something to explore there. But back to what Andrew was saying too, just about the Win 5. You know, one thing that bums me out about this is that it looks like they dropped the keyboard. I saw Matt Davis was saying that too. I didn't realize that. I thought it still had that slide up keyboard like they had on the Win 4, but no, it is gone.
To accommodate the bigger battery and the bigger screen and everything. Yeah, it was the keyboard is gone.
Which I really wish they had just done a separate line, you know, because I feel like it goes against the Win line, right? Because every device before the 5 had a keyboard, and that was always the appeal of it, I think.
Right.
So, yeah, they should have just kind of given it a different name.
Right. Yeah. Maybe it should be a new line, but it is a well. Is it, Andrew? Was it comfortable when you held it? It does have those.
I'd
ergo
never
bumps.
held it.
Well, you held it. You didn't. You held it at CES, didn't you?
Nope.
Wait, that wasn't at CES, was it? That
No, it
was
wasn't.
in New York.
Yeah,
the
it was.
first
But
time.
I also they were at CES, but I also
He didn't want to hold it because he knew
because you would
like,
be.
yeah.
That's it.
because
That's what happened to me.
The Apex was released.
I became so close. I did buy this. I actually ended up canceling the order because it was a little bit cheaper. You know, it was like $2,100, $2,200 compared to $2,300, which was just enough to be like, all right, maybe I should go this. And then they had the 385 version come up for like $18.99 one day on Amazon, and I said, yep, sold, doing it. I did it. And then I ended up canceling that after thinking on it a bit more. And actually talking to Joey kind of convinced me. I hit him up and he was like, dude, he's like, I've owned both. Just forget the Win 5. Just go Apex. You know,
he's right. The people complain the Win 5 is the weight is in the upper half of the device. So just the balance of it isn't what you want it to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because I did the same thing. I went with the Win 5 first.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, you know what? If I'm going to make this a long-term purchase, I want to make sure I'm really settled with what I want. And so I got the Apex. I compared both, and I ended up getting rid of the Win 5. I liked the Apex a lot more. And so that's the device that I ended up sticking with. So, I mean, you know, if you want something smaller, it's impressive. Like the Win 5 is impressive for the fact that they have that chip in an even smaller chassis. Like, well, that's crazy to me. Just
get the GPD XT. That's my favorite GPD product. You know, you're not going to get the latest X86 chip, but you are going to get a MediaTek from 2017. So that's good.
I will say that, like, I held the Win 1 in my hand not too long ago. And, man, I would love to see GPD make a device like that again. I don't care if they put some N150 in there. I just want something like that again.
And now the Loki is the closest thing we got to a small, really small form factor, like PC.
And what was the Ioneo Air as well?
Here's the Loki,
which I've had terrible luck with, by the way. I've had a couple of those, and almost half of them have had some type of battery issue. So it's like, yeah,
Loki's comfortable, but very small screen. That's the thing about that. Now, the whole thing about the Apex, man, you really could get rid of all your other handhelds and just have this one, but something about that makes me a little bit nervous. I don't know, because, you know, what if it fails you or runs into QA issues? For those of you who own this, have you run into long-term issues, Rob? Have you had any issues so far?
So far, no. I actually had a scare with the right trigger because, I told you I have issues with the lock on that, and I thought I had locked it all the way, and I pressed down on the trigger and it like made this crunch sound. It sounded like I broke it, but I found out it was just that I didn't lock it properly. So I was a little worried there. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to take this apart and fix the triggers, but it was okay.
How do you get the battery off? Looks like there's two.
And I do like making use of those trigger locks. That's the funny thing. Like, depending on what I'm playing, I'll have it like unlocked on my left trigger and then keep it locked on the right trigger, and it depends on the game, and it works out really well. I do like having that flexibility on a handheld. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't prefer a backpack battery, but what I will say for longevity of this, it increases longevity, because if that battery ever gets swollen, it's not cracking the shell of the device.
Yes. And especially if you're going to consider using it like as a docked PC, you can have a complete peace of mind and not worry about anything happening to the battery by just leaving it off the device while you have it docked, which is really nice.
And also, totally unrelated, but Auspex, I just want to say you're awesome. GPD XD was also my first retro handheld, and I still love that thing. I don't use it ever, but I really adore it when I pick it up. So why do I have these things that I don't use is the question. And I can say, well, I'm a content creator. I got to have comparison units, but who's ever going to need
I've gotten better about XD? That. I'm not hoarding as much stuff. I'm like, why am I holding on to this stuff? It makes no sense. You know?
I know it's just a psychological thing of like a scarcity mindset, because everything's getting hard to find, especially these days, and the prices. So it's like this mindset where you're like, well, I got to have it just in case, when you really don't. You know, when are you going to have time to play with all these things? I don't know.
I made an analogy with cars. Like, I know people think, you know, they lease cars because they want to have something new or something modern. And so, like, they're always kind of trading in what they already had to get the next one, which means, yes, you're always kind of paying for it. But if you do what Rob did, was just sell what you had, you didn't pay that $2,300 out of pocket. You used what you had, and what you get is the Apex of handhelds at the end.
Right. I mean, growing up, you know, my parents, we could never buy a second game console. We'd have to go trade in our game console we're playing now to go get the next generation. And that was just something we did. Now, when I became an adult with money and all that stuff, then I went and rebought all my childhood consoles. Not that I play them that often, but it's just, there's something about having that around, which I'm trying to be more like Rob. Rob is who I want to be when I grow up. Just let go. Let go. And I've done videos as well about this where I'm like, let's let go. And I've gotten down to, 25 handhelds before. And then slowly the collection creeps back up as you see, like, well, look at that. That's a great price. Oh, look at this one. When really, maybe you just need this one. Or, this is crazy, guys, but what if you just have your desktop PC, and this could be that, sure. And then you just stream to, one of your Android handhelds or one of your tablets or even your phone if you really want to be simple and, very simplistic and just have the one thing.
We talked this a little bit last week with the streaming episode. How stable has Artemis and Apollo and the different streaming solutions been for you? Because I still like it in theory, and then every now and I go, and it's like, it's not connecting. What is wrong with this? This is supposed to be stable. This is just supposed to be one button click. And when it doesn't work and you have to go debug it, it's very frustrating.
For streaming has been very good for me.
If it's been stable for you, that's good. For me,
it's been very stable for me. Yeah.
Well, and it not only depends on your network and your Wi-Fi in the handheld, but also in the computer, but also your router, and you got to configure all that. Like you got to do like Wi-Fi 6E ideally, Wi-Fi 7, make sure everything's compatible, and you got to go in and make sure like the channels, the
ports are open, and then
and you got to make sure the band that you're using is going to be the best one. That's doesn't have a bunch of congestion with your neighbors and all this conflicting traffic. So it can be a pain. You want to hardwire your device. So if this has a way to plug in an Ethernet, I guess you get a USB adapter and hardwire this. Then this really could be everything. Hell, this is more powerful than my mini PC. Way more powerful than my mini PC.
I'm pretty sure this is more powerful than my mini ITX desktop PC right now. So,
like, this should really be my podcast PC, and then it also
can be very easily.
But
yeah, I mean, it can be very easily. That's the thing. Yeah.
It seems so overkill. I like to have each device dedicated for basically one purpose. Where this is just changing that mindset. So I think it's just about letting go and allowing your brain to be a little bit neuroplasticity happening there.
Remember, trading in that childhood copy of Captain Skyhawk is what led to the mentality that you're dealing with right now.
Now I got that copy from Taiwan for free. That the shop owner was like, "Oh, you know what? Here you go." It was so nice.
Oh, that's crap.
I'm curious here from Andrew. What is your? Are you Andrew? Are you interested at all in the Apex? Is this catching your attention?
Yeah. So, fun fact: I recently reviewed the Claw A8 on the site.
Yes, sir.
I think I need a bigger screen than what the Win 5 has.
Oh, really?
It's not. It's not the Ergo. It's not the battery stuff. It's not anything other than
the screen.
The screen size. The Claw A8 is awful when it comes to ergonomics.
Yes,
it hurts so
I don't know what
bad.
they were thinking with that.
I
upset. Really enjoyed playing games on it,
right?
Just because the screen was so big.
But the Ergo hurt me physically.
Yeah, like I'd only be able to play so I've got some weird wrist stuff. I might have carpal tunnel, I might not. I don't know yet.
I have the same problem too with my right wrist.
I can't play for more than 30, 45 minutes.
Could also be a nerve too.
Could be a pinched nerve. I've heard of that happening too.
All kinds of stuff happen on my body.
Definitely.
Get a new body.
No.
Well, it's too late. They don't let you do that these days. It's not that easy. Positive tickle is going to make you feel better. Here you go.
Ride and shine.
No, that's not good.
You're the pickle in the sandwich of life.
See, you're the pickle. You're the pickle in the sandwich of life, Andrew.
That oddly does make me feel better.
It kind of does. It's very relaxing.
So 8-inch, does the Apex grab your attention as something which sounds interesting, or do you just not look?
If I had the money, yes, I would probably. If I had the funds, I'd probably get the Apex. To be honest.
We'd have to.
No, we don't have to do anything.
Well, we could. I mean, we could ask to see if still like $1,600, but could see if you wanted to review it for the website. It's still very expensive, but saves you a little bit as a reviewer.
Yeah, I just gotta pull that off the tree.
Right. I know. Right. Yeah.
You have a money tree?
Money's made out of paper.
If we just sold what, 2 of our X86 handles, like 2 or 3 of them.
Yes, Stubbs.
Yeah, we could do this.
Andrew, you could start with that really sad Go S that you have in your little bin.
If I tell everybody about how awesome Raid Shadow Legends is, does the money just come? Like, is that how that works?
Yes, that's how it works on YouTube.
Okay.
They ghosted too. which was hilarious.
Right? Yeah. 'cause
Raid Ghosted Zoo.
They contacted
like-
Zoo.
This was like last year and a half ago.
I'm really happy we didn't have a Raid
They're
Shadow
like,
Legends ad
oh,
on this
we
channel.
didn't realize.
But I would love to see one from Zoo because it would be like
Absurd.
those Raid commercials are always over the top, but then you add Zoo into the equation and you know it's just going to be incredible.
I love his ad reads. They're so good.
Well,
Man,
it's one
so
thing that's
this-
going to play on Billy Billy, and you'll actually get the attention for it.
This is lighter. This is lighter than the Go S.
Well, yeah, you
Oh,
have the
Let's
battery
weigh it.
attached.
Let's weigh
Oh
it.
yeah.
Weigh it.
Let's wait.
Yeah,
Weigh it.
Get your scale out.
All right. Don't worry. I always have it at the ready.
Yeah, me too.
You know I got that scale. Okay.
I'm surprised people
That's
don't
not-
think we're drug dealers.
Right. Let's see. What's the best way to do
That's
this?
what I
Make
usually
sure.
do. Yeah, yeah, face down.
So that can't be right. This is that right? 711 grams without the battery?
Well, hold on. Take off the handheld and reset the scale just to make sure.
Yeah. Kilograms,
you gotta-
ounces.
No, you got to calibrate it. Just do the reset. You're changing the measurements.
Yeah.
I know that. But
No,
I
you
thought
just turned it off.
I know, but I thought it resets once you go back around.
There you go. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Huh.
No, that's
You gotta. Hold
was
on.
doing
Let me get
it was
mine
doing
out.
Yeah, can we get yours out? VitaFit, you're fired. Negative 242
You
grams.
should get like what the drug dealers use.
Exactly. We got to call our local drug dealers.
Let's see.
Please don't.
Local drug
Let's
dealers.
see.
Do you have extra money for
I have
us
a
to get
cable
Apexes?
tethered to it, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Whoops. Change the
See?
unit.
See?
Yeah, it's probably right because I have this on it right now. So, yeah.
Oh, I think it's a what, $6.99 on the website. So I think we were right. Okay.
Yeah,
close
the
enough.
scale can live. Okay, but what's the Go S? So let me pull the Go S up.
Yeah.
here.
Well, it's got the
Hold
battery
on.
in it, so
Reset this one more
Yeah,
time.
batteries are heavy.
They
that
are.
really is where all the
Yeah,
weight comes
that's
from.
where all the
honestly.
problems happen.
Oh,
No, it's not far. They're not far off from each other. They're not
That's
far
what the
off.
battery-
733 grams on
Yeah.
the Go S compared to what, about 700, we'll say for the Apex. So they are close, but I was actually thinking they were about the same. But no, you can feel the Apex is lighter comparing to something like the Claw A8 though. I'm sure this is going to hit 800, 900 easy. And really, still within the same 100 range. 800, okay.
it's the curse of x86.
Claw 7, 665. Oh, this is actually a little lighter. See, there's a reason why we like the Claw. Okay, the big boy, Xbox Ally X, 714.
No,
These are all
so-
within. Yeah, they're all pretty close.
Can you do one with the battery attached as well?
Can you do one with the Win 600?
I can actually. I have
518.
two of them.
Oh,
I
you
have
kept-
one of
oh,
your
so you
former
sold-
units.
So you sold all your x86 handhelds, but you kept the Win
I
600.
could never sell my Win 600. That's what I started my
Amazing.
channel with. There's no way.
Incredible. See,
No way.
you do keep some for sentimental reasons like me.
Well, I
Or-
have the gray one that's still signed into your Steam account. So,
Excuse
and
me?
apparently you owned it, Russ owned it, Ban owned it, Mike owned it. So everybody owned
log me out. 594. Okay, for the low key, and I'm low key excited about the weight on this thing.
See, Jordan's right. I need to sell it to pay for the mortgage.
All right, you guys are starting to sell me on this. This was purely for science and curiosity.
I know. I made Andrew think twice about the Win 5 when I said that I prefer the Apex.
So
I know I broke his heart with that one.
Well, and this is 1100. Why didn't you sell your Win 5 to Andrew?
I didn't want him to know I had one. I didn't want to make him feel bad.
Well, you guys would have come up with some, back alley bro deal or something, bro. Like get the bro jobs on it. 1,100 grams
sorry,
for
what?
the. What do you?
Let it go, Rob.
1,100 grams for this one with the battery. See, that's heavy, but we expected that, right? Because how big is this battery, anyways? 99 watt hours. Is it TSA
No, it's,
compliant?
Is it 85, I believe? Or
Be
80?
a little less.
I can't
85.
remember.
Okay. All right. You gotta pull up.
I also
and
think
out.
this one's a little bit easier to get on and off than the Win 5 one was. The Win 5 one always gave me issues. I don't know why.
Someone thought I said bro jobs. No.
Oh no, we heard that. We just let it go.
No. Bros who get jobs. You know,
That's
you guys
not
get
what you
extra
said.
Jobs.
That is not what you said.
I would never. Robert, 85 watt hours is what it is. In fact, we're all wrong.
I said 85.
YouTube's going to demonetize us.
It would be fatiguing to hold when carrying around. I feel like that's just portable gaming on the go for short sessions, because it's hard for me to imagine carrying the battery and actually feeling like comfortable on a couch. But the barrel jack on the couch, if you can run it behind the couch, actually feels like it would be the ideal power and comfort.
Well, I need to go play this on the couch to evaluate the couchability of this thing and the bed and the bedability because I have games to play tonight, gentlemen. If nobody knew this,
if that fan kicks on, I don't care how the quiet buttons are, nobody's getting any rest.
Because Android handhelds are still a thing, and I'm at the very end of the game in this damn Star Ocean, so maybe I move my save file onto the Apex to test the real true power. Can it emulate Game Boy Color at 120 FPS black frame insertion? Let's go. Can it? You think it could?
So.
Okay.
It's not midnight until in Hawaii for a while, so I think you've got time.
Right. Now, here's the thing, is that, yes, I technically did not I beat it by the 5 p.m. deadline to get a Game of the Month point, but yet the day is still not over yet. And so Zoo has been kind enough to extend. The Community Council of Game of the Month has been kind enough to allow me to extend my play on Star Ocean to have it at least count for street cred points, okay?
I can't tell you how disappointed I am, man. You had a whole month to finish it, and you didn't do it. Am I surprised? No. Am I mad? No, I'm not even mad. Anything, I'm mad at myself for having faith, for having a little bit of hope. And against my better judgment, I will give you until the beginning of the podcast to finish it, but you're not going to get a point. God help you if you don't finish it by the beginning of the podcast. I don't know.
Beginning of the podcast? That was like only an extra hour or two. My God. No. I took an hour just to go ahead and choose which handheld I want to transport my save file to because I'm insane. I played this game on like 4 different handhelds this month because I have so many. So you just swap the save file around, so all the handhelds get a little turn. What's the old Game of the Month?
Kind of like that Win 600.
Speaking of Madden Insane, what is this doing to your mental health? Trying to finish this game on time.
It's at an all-time low. I'm really not in a good place mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Well, spiritually, I'm all right. But now, Game of the Month is a special thing around here. If you don't know what this is, and we pick 3 games every month, and I've been saying forever I got to play Star Ocean, I'm going to beat it, and I nominated it, I got it in, I've been playing it all month, and gosh darn it, wouldn't you know it, the day of, the last dungeon, okay, I got stuck, little game glitch, and I got to go back and redo some stuff, and so I didn't do it. Now, on the last stream, you may have heard me say something crazy, like I'm going to give away my OneXPlayer Apex, which I haven't really paid for quite yet. Now, that would be a crazy thing to say, and I actually can't afford to do that. I'm so sorry, because I thought totally I'd beat this, but I got to put my foot right into my mouth, eat crow and all that stuff. So I'm going to give away a handheld. I'm deciding whether I should give you all my original MSI Claw, which I've loved for a long time. It's the special one with the best speakers on planet Earth, this specific unit. I got an Ioneo i3, or what is it? What is the one I got from you, Rob? The Ioneo Air i3? Is that right?
I forgot which trim you got. I think
it's
it was
blue
one
one.
with
it's
the
like
i3.
A baby blue. It's beautiful.
It's
Perfect.
gorgeous.
Mint
It is a beautiful
condition.
handheld. Yeah, it's
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Not using it or the Claw right now. I need more time to evaluate this darn old Apex though. So I'm thinking I'll still give away one of those. Maybe I'll let the person decide. So stay tuned on Monday where we're going to deal with the fallout from me either beating or not beating Blue Sphere by the end of tonight. I'm giving myself personally, and I heard tonight, before the end of the month, okay? So I'm just being a little loosey-goosey because I need a little grace and patience with people. Because it's been great. Dude, I didn't sleep last night. I stayed up all night playing this damn thing. I passed out, finally woke up on the couch.
Dawn
still.
of the final day. Mission log. Was up all night playing Star Ocean. Now we're at Leviabor Ruins. You got my dude here helping. This guy. We're trying to get this guy. Diaz getting that elephant.
I'm so sad for you.
And we
I
worked
like
all day on
Zoo's
that.
new
So
username on the
close.
Discord.
I know Diaz appointed. And my new name is Toasted Stubbs because I kept saying, you know, I'll be toast. My son let me know, Dad, you're gonna be toast. Every time I had a distraction in my hand, he's like, Dad, you're gonna be toast. Play the game. I'm like, oh, great. Let's play this game. Beach trips.
At least he's
We're
keeping
gonna do
you
it.
focused. That's good.
Well, we're gonna finish it. I just won't get a game of the month point, and I'll be a little disappointed in myself. And Zoo will probably stop talking to me and be my friend. But that's okay. It takes things. All right, everybody. Well, this is, as you might have guessed, this is the end of our stream. What do you all think of the OneXPlayer Apex? Is this one that you're thinking could replace all of your handheld? Are you interested in this? Are you not? Is it too expensive? Is it just way too outside your budget? And you're like, I don't know. Are you mainly not an X86 person and you want to do Android? You want to do streaming? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Michael Benny, are you buying this thing? From
No,
me?
I'm actually I'm in a weird spot where I feel like I'm gonna listen to Carrie, and Carrie says that RDNA 5 is going to be coming out in like mid 2027. And when I think about this device, I think it's just too much power. It's amazing. I just don't see the efficiency being there where I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Carrie's amazing. He's also incredibly good looking. If you look at him, he's quite
he
the
looks
fox.
great. Honestly, yeah.
So I think I want something
You
which is
son of
more
a-
efficient and with a chipset, which I think will be the next generation chipset. And so that is where I'm at. I think the device that'll come out with RDNA 5. Now the real problem is going to be with Rampocalypse. Storage prices and RAM prices might be like house prices.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced they're going to end up going down the same way they all saw the prices of the houses go up. Like they got to go down eventually, right? What if they just don't? What if this is it now? So
You notice how they're not rushing to drop prices on anything, really. I mean, yeah, you have an occasional sale here and there, but yet it's still never to that level of where it was before all of this. So, yeah, it sucks.
So I still think RDNA because I want something which is like we've seen those handhelds. We do like the Atari Lynx, the Libretto. Like there's been so many devices which like they're just trying to cram more power than I think is what is appropriate for the device and for the efficiency. And that's what I see out of the Apex. And I think it's amazing. I think anybody who buys it, you're going to have it for the long term because it's just got so much power. It's going to power through, amazing number of years. But now my caution is just price wise. I just don't know what RDNA 5 is going to look like, even if it is more efficient.
I like your mindset. Let's wait and see. You don't need to spend money on every generation of handheld. We do because we do this as our thing. We have no choice, of course, but there's hope for you. And I like that. Legion Go with Z1 Extreme. Yeah, so they raised it, that freaking Go S I've been showing you with the Z1E, $1,500 that costs now. And if you want the Z2 Go model, right? It's not the Z2A, it's the Z2 Go. That one costs $900.
Which is unreal
For the
that.
performance you're getting. I mean, at that point, man, just get like a Gen 1 Ally. Like,
I
you know, the
really
cheapest
do think that
Z1E.
Lenovo did all that because they're quietly exiting the handheld space.
Seems like it.
they're-
Like
yeah.
they've set their division on fire. You know, it's like, how do we just push away all of our customers?
Yeah.
Let's raise the prices. It's so extreme for what you're getting. And let's just say, you know what? If you want OLED, you're going to pay for it. But no, at $2,000, don't get a Z2 Extreme when you have the access to at least a GPD Win 5 at that price point with the $395, a couple hundred more. Get yourself an Apex. I've seen these. They do come up used, okay? I've seen them come up used in our marketplace, in our Discord, on eBay. I've even seen Open Box. Where did I see Open Box? Was it Droix? Maybe Amazon. But I've seen some used options. They're not frequent because this is selling pretty well, it seems like, for them. But check out and maybe wait, because you don't need to spend all of your money right now.
It's also not completely black and white with the new chipsets too. So you have we're looking at this because it's the Max. It's the HX 395 Max AI.
Yeah.
We have this. There's this exact same handheld is available in a 385, and it's not
Correct,
bad.
yep.
We're just starting to see some devices rolling out now with the 388 and the 392.
Mhm.
Right. So there are more things within that AMD chipset that are coming out that should be like a little bit more price sensitive. My only disappointment with all of these is that you've got 395, 385, 388. AMD was not brave enough to come up with a 386.
Oh,
Just saying.
They couldn't.
And
They couldn't do that.
You gotta watch Rob's libretto video. Let's get Commander Keen back in our lives.
You actually inspired me to play Jazz Jackrabbit.
You playing Jazz Jackrabbit the fastest? It's faster than Sonic, okay?
I know I'm terrible at it.
My wife introduced me to that. It's
Oh,
her
just-
favorite game. She's like, Sonic, what? It's like, play Jazz Jackrabbit for
Especially
DOS.
with the power of a Pentium 75 megahertz.
She wanted to marry TechDweeb instead of me because he's so into DOS. And then I convinced her. I'm like, I can
Also
play
very
Jazz
handsome, too.
Jackrabbit. Oh, he isn't he though? Mm-hmm.
I've heard he was in some magazines in the past.
Yeah,
There it is.
I've heard that.
Oh man, Need for
I
Speed.
wanna-
This is such a good video. Everybody go out and watch Rob's video because this really took me. Just the sights and sounds of Windows 95 alone was like really brought me back.
It was so weird to hear the Windows 95 startup. It hadn't heard that in a couple of years. It's been a while.
I mean, back then, Microsoft didn't serve you ads in your operating system up to wazoo. You could just boot it up, do your stuff, productivity. These days, it's crazy. They want to take pictures of everything you're doing all the time. They call it like recall or something. Who's going to use that?
Oh, the little nipple.
Don't say that on our live stream.
Oh, I thought I'm allowed to say that in live stream, just not in my video.
Oh, right. Yeah. We're far enough along. They're not scrubbing for
Past the 30-minute mark.
stuff now.
People still think I'm somewhat family friendly over there.
Well,
Called it a little nub.
you got it. You got the wool over all the eyes there. Proud of you. I can't wait to watch the rest of your video. I put off everything I need to do today until I beat Star Ocean and finish the stream. So let's finish the stream because I have a few hours and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it, people.
I believe in you. I believe in you. I know Zoo doesn't believe in you, but I believe in you.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you. I'm glad somebody does, and the audience too. I can see lots of love and support there. I love you guys. I love you guys. If you didn't know that, I really do. It just makes my week, man, to come do these shows, and this is one of my absolute highlights
For sure.
of the week. So go forth, play games, enjoy your handhelds, enjoy your things. And I'm out of witty or interesting things to say, so let's get out of here. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks always to all of our patrons, our subs, and our members here who make everything possible for us. Perks with RH start for as little as only $3 USD per month. We can use it. Your support right now more than ever. It is crazy out there with the situations. So I really appreciate that. We have all the way up to the $10 tier. We have awesome merch. I'm wearing, in fact, one of my favorite RH merch, which is Rob's catchphrase. Wow,
Oh,
Rob,
no.
what is this? What is
Oh
this?
no.
No,
Do the line.
say it all the
Do
way.
the line. Do the line.
I
Say it.
said,
You're
oh
making me
no.
stand- No.
Oh no. What?
Oh,
Which one?
No. Oh no.
No.
You gotta
That
do
only
the
comes out
full-
for a proper
Oh, okay.
proper
All right.
reaction.
We can't fake it. All right, I got it. All right.
Macaulay
I'm gonna
Culkin.
say the thing. Yeah.
Oh no.
And also, before we get out of here, I want to also last super chat. Thank you, Green Protagonist. For the cost of an Apex 3KS, you could buy an RTX 5070 PC and a high-end Android or mid-tier x86 handheld and probably have leftover.
No, yeah.
Yes, you really could. You really could.
So
Although,
it's always that price for portability, right? And power. Power and portability are never a cheap combination.
they never are.
No.
I'm going to report back to you all on Monday after I've had some time to play with this thing. I'll report back to you my kind of ongoing thoughts on it and give a mini review on Monday, kind of feeling it out right now. And again, I haven't played games on it yet, so I can't say much more yet, but the feel of it, everything I'm seeing from Rob and just the experience, I love how it feels. I love the speakers, I love that they're. I don't know if I love the speakers yet. It's been a long day. I love that it has I love that it has I love that it has speakers. No, it has downfiring speakers. I don't love that. I do not love that. But I love how lightweight it is. And the screen, we know what the screen is. So I'm going to play with it and report back on Monday. Thank you for your grace and patience with my existence right now.
I mean, we're almost in Friday.
We're almost out of here. We're almost
fried,
out of here. Yeah, we're a little fried. But check it out in the description if you are interested. It's $2,300, which is a lot of money. But if you want to get rid of, condense all your devices down, this seems to be a nice candidate for having an all-in-one device.
Use your tax refund. Do it.
There you go.
No, don't. That's terrible advice.
No,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Trust me. Pay down your debt. Okay.
Yes.
If you have debt, if you have credit cards, pay them down. Be free of that nonsense. The liquid cooling version, I can't speak to that. It looks cool as hell. And if you're really into that, and you want the best cooling, well, hey, yeah, well, they have it for $60 more. But if you actually want to use that, you got to buy the Frostbite accessory, which totals up to $2,500 or $250 on its own. That's kind of interesting. That's not a bad price, it seems like, for that thing. Nope, I'm not going to look at this. We're going to get out of here. Nope, we're done.
It works, but it is a little bit fiddly. So be aware of that for the Frostbite.
I won't fiddle with it then. I'm going to stick with this one. Well, until the next one, everybody, this has been Stubbs on behalf of Mr. Michael Benny at Retro Lunch, which is at Retro Lunch Time on YouTube. Is your
Retro Lunch Time?
Yeah, at Retro Lunch Time and at Retro Tech Dad. Check out their videos. Awesome dudes. Andrew had to take off early, so goodbye, Andrew. But on behalf of you dudes, take care of your handhelds, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the next one. We love you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.